You sent me that video of the school teacher getting fired because they let the kid came in dressed as a Klansman.
Oh yeah,
Or like
he gave him extra credit to come in and dress like a like Klansman or something.
I think it was like the original Klansman, or was it David Duke or somebody?
I don't know.
I can't remember
it was
the
something
details.
like.
So it wasn't like a class assignment where everybody had to come in.
Nah, I think he
dress
just
up.
gave him extra credit just to come in and.
Oh, that's wild. See, that changes because like.
Yeah.
Because if the assignment, because what I understood, the assignment was you can come in dressed as a historical figure or a hero or something. What I'm more interested in is why the child chose to dress as the Klansman. That's the interesting part about it for me.
New York Post: Kentucky teacher suspended after allowing students to dress as KKK Grand Wizard for extra credit.
Extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's crazy. Did he approve it beforehand? Is what I'm wondering.
This dude was suspended after approving a student's request to dress as the Ku Klux Klan's first Grand Wizard for extra credit. He approved it.
See, I don't know how that passes the test. I don't know how you approve it, or don't even think that's gonna have some blowback. But I need to know the thought process of why you thought that was the move. Why the child was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna dress up like this.
That's my boy right there.
That's wild.
He got on a bus like that. You know how wild it is.
That's wild.
You know, if you'd came on our bus like growing up, I was like, oh boy, I don't know what you was thinking, bro.
I don't know how you gonna get to school, but it's not on this bus.
I know a lot of y'all about to get suspended.
Ooh.
I'm about to have me an open seat.
That's
they ought to call the police.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Was he trolling? Like, is that like if you dress up as a historical figure?
I don't know.
He was like, well, I'm gonna dress up like a Klan.
For me, I mean,
even no matter what his intent, like that's what you chose. That's what you're gonna have to live by.
Listen, man, I don't understand like this ideology behind like Republicans and people of this nature. Whether they abandon books but think that's okay.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't understand how you upset about gays, lesbians, transgenders people.
Well, let's be fair. Who said
people.
that was okay? Like, do we know?
It was a white teacher. It was a white male teacher.
Do you think you're Republican?
You
think
he got a police haircut? I see that. I was like, but I don't want to put that on him.
Yeah,
I want to put that on him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
I would like to see who's defending this. Like, just, extra credit or whatever.
Yeah, for me, it was like, what made you think that there weren't gonna be any repercussions behind this? Because for me, that was the issue for me. Is like, what made you think that, you know what I'm saying, you weren't gonna at least get suspended at the minimum? Kentucky, I was like,
Kentucky's already.
I get why why this was allowed to happen. I get why this was something that was not like what's the word I'm looking for? Why this thing didn't have a second thought to it. Why he was just like, yeah, you go ahead and do it if you want to come to school like that.
That's funny, bro. That's a crazy situation.
I think it's funny.
It is,
because you should have the freedom to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
right.
But you gotta know the optics of how they look.
Oh, of course,
like, you have to know.
But I don't think you. I don't. That's
like you have to know how that's gonna look, because
that's the problem with these southern states.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, where's the line? Like, that's like, you know what I'm saying. It's like, I remember, I think Tom Green got his show canceled because he walked into a Jewish synagogue dressed as Hitler. So it's, you know what I'm saying, like, where's the line? Like, would you walk into a church dressed as a Klansman?
Yeah, I mean,
a black church dressed as a Klansman.
That's okay, because
like,
they based in Christianity.
But do you understand how somebody could find that offensive?
But you gotta understand how stupid people are.
Like, if I'm a black,
how unaware people.
If I'm a black student, I'm in school, and my man like just walk in the hallway with the Klans. Like, how do you think
they don't understand? Because they don't have a position like that.
And the thing is, like people say, oh, people are sensitive, but that's understandably sensible. Like, you can't, like, that's somebody that terrorized black people. Like, that image, that outfit, like that costume is what terrorized black people. Like, why would you think That's okay. It ain't like he dressed up as like Roger Rabbit or somebody. Somebody was like, I think
I
Roger
don't like
Rabbit
rabbits.
was a.
Yeah.
I don't like rabbits, or I think Roger Rabbit is toxic masculinity or something like that.
This group is hateful.
Yeah, like,
this is a hateful group.
Yeah, this is known hateful.
So for me, it's like they don't like people who allow that stuff or don't come from a position of that. That's why we have a lot of issues with like racial stuff because they not in a position like that. That's why like people like Indians, Hispanics, any minority group, Jewish people, they understand like positions of oppression or positions of like this right here. They was like, no, what's wrong? Why shouldn't we do that? The most thing that most people from that side have is like transgender stuff or stuff like, these books or, wokeism and stuff like that. That's the closest thing they'll ever get to that in the position of their lifetime.
Yeah. And that's not even oppression to them.
Yeah.
That's them commenting on other people who are oppressed because they feel some way about their oppression.
Right. They get a little bit too many freedoms.
We seeing them a little bit too much out in the open. So it's not even like they're being discriminated against.
It's ignorance.
We comment on other people's discrimination, how we feel about it. The same way they did with every minority. Yeah. That's the playbook. Like they would see minorities and they would paint them as a threat to prohibit their advancement.
People with that type of understanding, the closest thing they got is like replacement theory type stuff. Like that's the closest thing they got. Like other than that, like other people, not saying like it's all people in Kentucky, all like white people and stuff, but people with that type of mindset, they don't understand oppression. They think nobody is oppressed because they have never felt it. Because like why would
they think inconvenience and oppression aren't the same thing.
Yeah.
and that's what it is. Because we grew up having to think about our actions depending on where we were, and who was surrounded. And if you're not used to doing that, when you get into spaces where you have to have a second thought, or maybe I shouldn't say this, then all of a sudden I feel oppressed. Yeah. And it's like
they don't know nothing about sundown towns.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
hey man, or researching where you go before you go on vacation and stuff like that. That's not a thing where they feel like
they don't really have to do that.
They don't really have to have that fear.
Yeah.
But that's it's just a place of ignorance, man, and a place of just being too comfortable. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's just
I guess because that takes you have to be mad comfortable. Like you come dressed as a Klan student. That's cool.
You talking about the kid or we talking about the teacher?
Both of them.
So far as the kid, that's parents. That's the parents. The parents. That's the kid.
I'm putting that on the kid too.
I'm not gonna put it too much on the kid unless
I'm putting that on the kid.
What grade was it? Because if it's like middle school, then it's like I don't
care. Bro, we knew about the Klan since we was in elementary school.
Again, we come from a different place where we had
but
to
we
know.
In the South, bro. Like
we had to. I know. So it's the like. So,
I'm sure they covered the Klan.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they covered the Klan, but their representation of like if I'm with my.
No, you think they had like?
Yeah, they
like
made it. They
people,
make. Oh, these are heroes. These are.
Now
people,
that would be crazy if I
these,
saw that like they teaching. They was like these are just people who disagree.
Not necessarily their teachers, their parents. Their parents are showing like how my grandfather was this. Our grandfather was considered a hero. He was a veteran, or he did this, or he did that, or whatever. He was this in the Grand Wizard, but he also was a Klansman.
Like spoiler alert, like on what was the show Watchmen, where she found a Klan outfit in my man's house.
I don't even remember that shit.
You don't remember that?
Yeah. I watched this shit. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I forgot it. Yeah.
Well, the dude that had got killed in the first episode, like the sheriff or whatever. And then she finally went in his house. It's like the bookshelf.
Oh, dude got thrown out the window?
No, they like hung him or something. You remember that?
No,
that was a crazy revelation.
Oh.
Because he was like, they was friends or whatever. Then she went to his house and she moved the bookcase back. Had a whole Klan outfit lit up.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's out my memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, you framed that could have been framed as something that it wasn't. Think about how much like
I mean they do it with the Confederacy though all the time. These people are treason.
It's the South, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not I'm not really I mean the kids that are there should have taught him later on.
Yeah.
That day. He should have known after that day.
Yeah,
that you keep this in house, you know. But if your parents telling you this is okay, because you gotta think he walked out the house like that.
Yeah,
his parents would say, "Well, what are you doing?" I'm dressing up as, and they was like, "Okay,
Klansman.
Let's go get the materials from Office Depot or Staples or whatever you get your stuff, your school supplies for to make this."
Unless they didn't know about it,
or unless they already had it at the house.
Yeah,
or didn't even have to go nowhere. Or
that'd be crazy.
You know,
that's what if I was parents, like, I ain't know nothing about that, bro. That man,
ain't no way.
that
Ain't
boy
no way you
did
ain't no
all
way
that.
ain't no way you getting away with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he had to walk the bus. They could be at work and he just slip on his little sheet in his hat and go about his day.
Ain't no way he thought that was green lighted. It's not something I would do to get in trouble, but it's definitely stuff I wouldn't do because I know my parents wouldn't let us. Like, I don't care what you was doing.
Like, I'm not assigning like guilt to him or whatever. But he may just be a troll.
Now, if he a troll, then
he may just be a troll.
I gotta watch the video. There is a video of him on the bus.
Because the teacher could have been like, so what you gonna dress up as? I'm gonna come as a Klansman. Miss Teacher's like, man, because the teacher was like, man, if you actually do that, I'll give you the credit. I'll give you the credit if you actually do that. And he said, bet. He said, bet.
Yo, bro. That's a video, bro. We gotta watch the video. That's wild, bro. I ain't think about that. I ain't think about the troll part.
Teacher could have been like, hey, if you actually do it, I'll give you extra credit. And then he show up in the class and be like, well, I said what I said.
Yeah, I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Oh, man.
They just got a screenshot.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I want to see the video, man.
But yeah. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy situation.
That's crazy. I would enjoy that day though. Because I want people, I'll let you do whatever you want to do, man. I'm not a person I'm not gonna hold you up. But if you do get jumped or something, I'm not stopping that. There will be
consequences.
Whatever consequences come with that, I'm not stopping that either.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a person. I'm one of the people. What's the quote? The world won't be destroyed by those who do evil, but those who sit by and watch. I am definitely a watcher at those points. Like
I'm just gonna sit by and let it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you straight up. This ain't a good idea.
That's about all I'm gonna do.
That's
about all I'm gonna do.
I don't encourage this. But you grown.
Yeah, I enjoy chaos. I like, yeah, go ahead.
What y'all think?
Yeah, what y'all think?
What y'all think, man? Is it wrong? Is it right?
And it's something we bypass. I'm pretty sure it's details that we missed. But how much details do you really need?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, how much you need to know about it? Either way, at the end of the day, this young man dressed in the Klan's outfit and then went to school. I feel
like that's enough.
That's all you need, right?
And apparently, it was
unless you tell me this is CGI or something, or like this is a fake story, it really don't matter.
Y'all was getting out of hand.
Yeah, but let us know.
I don't know. Let us know.